Yo guys, what is going on? And welcome to a little bit more of a different approach in terms of bench replacing BJs and Flexman. Something new I want to try. Something new I want to try. Just for health and sectional. You know. So guys, hopefully you've clicked on this video just to see, like how to, become a computer programmer. And now I'm in year 10 at the moment, and this is something which I'm trying to learn. And basically, I'm going to be showing you bits of what I've been doing in terms of my computer science program. And yeah, that's it really. And just basically have a good time and make it a bit more interactive. You guys can say what you say about it. And basically, yeah, we're just gonna crack on. I'm just gonna try the best I can. If you need any questions, make sure you put it in the the live chat. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So should we get cracking? Yeah. Okay. So basically, how I'm going to be doing this is quickly just use my thing one sec, just because my TV is about to turn off. And basically, I'm going to be using a Word document, and the streams will happen about 15 minutes to about 20 minutes, just to get a further edge into what you need to know. And now this will be trying streams every day, so I can get the best I can do about it. Sounds good? Anyway, so the first thing you need to learn, if you want to be any sort of job with computer programming or anything like that, you need to be learning about the most simplest thing, what I think is called an algorithm. Now, you can easily go by looking on what an algorithm is on Google, but this is for people who just want to take more interactive learning for the fun of it. So if you don't know what an algorithm is, an algorithm is a sequence. So in mathematics, you might have a sequence that might be like 1, 2, 3, 4. In algorithm's sake, so with an algorithm, that is basically an algorithm. Because it's like a sequence. No, it isn't like that. How it actually is, an algorithm is steps you can have to use things. For example, an algorithm, say you want to make, I don't know, a sandwich. Say if you want to make a sandwich, what you need to do is you need to think in your head logically. So that's a keyword I'm going to be used straight away, logically. You need to think, what are the things you need? So you'll need ingredients, you'll need your method, things like that. So for example, I'm making J Flexman's going to be out of a job. Okay, I know, I don't think I'm that good. Sorry guys, so yeah, I've made a bit of an example in my one over here by boiling a kettle. And basically you can have a sequence, which is what you have to do, and a decision is what I'm going to come on to. Now, you can basically use algorithms two ways. You can either use them in just a simple algorithm, which is known as pseudocode, or you can, what I like to call a flowchart. Now, I'm using Word, and the special thing about Word is if you go to your insert, you go to shapes, and you go right down here which says flowchart, you can actually use the processes which are actually needed. But I'll move on to that for the next lesson. But for now, what's going off here then? I'm using Word, and the special thing about Word is if you go to your insert, you go. Learn about computing program and kind of programming and kind of and don't type, just speak to chat. Okay. So basically I'm going to be using this as a resource for myself almost, but also it kind of kills two birds with one stone because it can help you along the way, which is what I wanted to do. But I need to. There's no point typing. Close that off because we don't need that. So let me quickly just close down a couple of these programs because we don't need these. There we go. So inside computer areas, so yeah, I had, for example, I didn't finish these, but you can have a decision, which is a yes or a no, like it says there. And also, this is for example, who's made a cup of tea. So there's just some of the steps you can use. If you want to, I know this is new, but if you want to do some things along, like you want to send me some stuff, just feel free to, just do whatever you want. There's no point typing. My mates will think this is a bit of a piss take, but I'm just doing this for my benefit and hopefully yours. So next thing we need to learn about, if you're going to be, I've basically started by saying it's a sequence. Create an algorithm, then do that. The three things you need for algorithms are three simple things. You need a selection, you need a sequence, iteration. We'll move on to iteration now. We'll move on to that later, but just for algorithms, it's just simply like, it's basically just a sequence. That's what I got taught. But I'm going to quickly just log into this real quick. I'm going to quickly just show you something because it's always about not what I say, it's about like, so quickly log into this. Just to show you as well, like what if nothing's makes sense or you've got this on deafening or anything like that. I'm going to show you. I go all the way to algorithms. What is an algorithm? There you go. It's a step-by-step procedure for solving problems. It can be something that can be followed by humans or computers. Now that's why, of course, it's computer science, because, for example, we'll do that as well. Quickly lose off. But a step-by-step procedure might be for getting out of bed, shower, get dressed on a kettle, put bread in clothes, leaving house. That'll be something we'll go into school. Now, we humans think, oh, this is what we have to put in. A computer will follow the exact same thing. An algorithm, a computer will follow the exact same thing. It might be, okay, we need to, if this person wants to move A to move file A to file B, for example. So they need to say, oh, move file A to move B, and yes or no, that'll be selection, for example. Okay, make sure that sounds good. I'm waiting to, just if you've got any questions, just make sure you put it in the chat. I've got it on my iPad right next to me so I can just view it. But I'll let you have a quick read of that. I'll yeah, just look this up. How's everyone been today? Just out of curiosity. Yes, Balloon. YouTube. Discord. Just open this up. There's no point time. I think you've got no questions, guys. I think you're pretty switched on with that. If you are still, I mean, if you are like a person who just wants to see my gaming, then click off now. Unfortunately, I can't be promising that. Quickly, just click on my channel, and I'm going to rewatch it on my YouTube as well. There we go, sorted. Just make sure that's unmuted because we don't want to hear my annoying echo. Right, so I think we're about 10 minutes. Perfect, we are. So what you need to remember is, if you don't know what these keywords are, keyword fingers, you can go to things like sequence. I've just go pressed it. A sequence on here says an order in which things are carried out. So that would be in this point, in terms of what I discussed earlier about boiling the cat, making a cup of tea. That could be something like, that would be the actual make a cup of tea. All that things in it would be the sequence. Sound good? What else do you need to know in terms of this part? Let's have a look. What is meant by an algorithm? Creating an algorithm at school. Okay, I'm actually going to do this with you guys, so this is where I'm going to get a bit of interaction from you guys. If anyone wants to know what the first step is, it would be, because I'm making this interactive, not just a lesson, sounds a bit boring, but for example, it could start with leaving the house and ending around at school. Well, we kind of just realised that it is here. Could be something like that. It could be, for example, if you want a live example, I'll give you one. So, a load backup word. So, someone in the chat, please give me a random thing that we face in everyday life. Like, give me how we can do something. What can we do? Anyone still in the chat? If not, I've got one I can try anyway. So, someone just puts a random thing we can do in the chat. Like, random thing we could learn how to do. I'll give you about 30 seconds. If you can't come up with one, I've got one. Like a if you're still confused, like a random one of them. It was never made a cup of tea. For example, like that, like a life task. Can we give someone in the chat, please? Please be appropriate, please. Okay, it's been about 30 seconds. And unfortunately, no one's giving me. That's not a problem. Maybe you guys are as good as me and you like you're laughing at me at the screen, but it's not a problem. I'm here to learn as much as you guys. So, what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? There's no. Oh, I thought I put something in. We are going to do. For example, it might be cleaning your bedroom. There you go. I know this is subjective, but for example, for me, straight away, I'd be thinking like, should we do something a bit more simple? Or something really simple. Okay, walk into school. Okay, walk into school. But what are an actual lesson? So lesson. So for a school day. There you go, school day. So this is how a person plus a computer will learns this. So they do a step-by-step procedure in their mind. So the first of all, if they need to go to school, their first lesson might be go to, I'm going to go off my school, go to tutor time. Tutor time. Okay, that is a, what do you call it? That is what you call, I don't know why I put sequence there. Am I right by saying that's a sequence? But that is like a step. That is something which you have to do. Sorry guys. That is something you have to do. You have to go to tutor time. And it might be leave tutor time. Leave tutor time. At 9. At 9. And straight away I'm going to kind of taste into the second session. What I'm going to do straight away is I'm going to kind of give a sneak peek into the next lesson by saying straight away, leave tutor time at 9. I'm going to throw straight away a selection, that's the one, a yes or no answer. And this might be, for example, is it the right time? Is it the right time? Or has the bell gone yet? Now at this point, if it needs to be a yes to that answer. So go to tutor time, you've got no other choice. It's got to be yes, you need to go to tutor time. Leave tutor at 9 o'clock. Yes, you must leave tutor at 9 o'clock unless you have a problem. But this, I'm going to quickly highlight it and I'm going to talk about this for about a couple of seconds. Red, is this the right time or has the bell gone yet? The bell, if the bell hasn't gone or it's not the right time, you simply, the computer would, in this case, he would go and think, right, it's not. They maybe not be that time yet, so what you'd have to repeat, and that would be a loop or a cycle in this case until that is right. So we keep on going. So it might be literally at 9. Is it if it's not 9 or the bell and clock goes back to 9? And has it been 9 yet? No. And it keeps on going, and then until it reaches 9 o'clock, and then it goes to the next point. So as soon as it has gone 9 o'clock, we go to the next step. I think if everyone gets that so far, we can move on to the next bit. I'd say you pretty much get that. Well, okay, so if that's a yes, so you can do if a yes, that would be, or no, it's got to be a yes to the next step, and then go to lesson 1. And then that's a, okay, so, and then is it, and also go to lesson 2, and then again, this is where kind of this would come in again. I'm gonna go like that. Oh, actually, yeah, we do need that to be fair. And then go to lesson 2. Actually, no, that needs to come in here. My apologies. Is it the right time? If it's yes, go to lesson 2. And then you have to do the same. I'm gonna go to lesson 2, and then again it's the loop. And is it the right time, or has the bell gone yet? And you keep on rinse and repeating. And if it's yes, go to break. And this is what my school does. And go to break. And then go to lesson 3. And you rinse and repeat. So I'm actually just going to quickly skip ahead. Lesson 3. And if it's that, then you got to go to lesson 3. And then you got to go, is it the right time? Yes, go to lesson 4. And then is it the right time? Yes. And then you got to go to lunch. Go to lunch. And then is it the right time? If it's yes, then go to lesson 5. And then finally, if it's the right time, and yes, and then go home. Leave school. And we got to remember is a computer will do that algorithm in its head just to make sure if it is the right thing. Hopefully you guys have got the grasp of what an algorithm is, and if you've still got any questions, feel free to ask them for about a couple more minutes, and then we'll end the first lesson there. And I just want to quickly take this opportunity just to say, I do, of course, if you're clipping this now, if you're clicking on this now from my gaming channel and you don't think this is interesting, yes, I might lose a lot of entertainment for this, but this is basically something which I wanted to do. I say wanted to do, which I feel like it's just going to help benefit me, guys. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. If you're not, then unfortunately. But my good friend who was actually talking has his own YouTube channel, which if you want to go see his name, or Camille can, if he's still in the chat, can still post his name. This is kind of like plugging his channel, I know, but oh well. Save inside there for me. There we go, sorted. Alright, so I will be doing this, guys, for a little bit, so we can get to the grasp of that. If that's cool, guys, and you feel like you know what to do, or I'm going to make a playlist so you can now move on to lesson 2, and in tomorrow's lesson, the next lesson, we're going to learning about, we're going to finish off on activity 1.2, and we're going to move on to flow diagrams. And there's your little sneak peek. Alright guys, if you did enjoy lesson 1, make sure you click over to the next episode now, and you can keep learning. and hopefully we can get to the end of this and you'll know the grips and bits on how to be a computer science programmer. If it sounds good, make sure you click the next link, and I will make a playlist for this as soon as it's ready. So thank you so much for watching. I'm Ben09. I'll see you next episode. Cheers, guys.